thought you'd gone back to sleep.
I wanted to.
Well, you'll be all right once you get out in the fresh air.
I'd rather be going to school. I won't. I've got athletics this afternoon.
Well, I'm sorry about that, Robert, but I need you here helping me.
Well, what are you going to tell them at school?
You just leave that to me. Now, come on, eat up. Need something inside you.
Come on, Rob, it'll be great. It's better than school any day.
Still can't believe you said you'd marry me.
Well, I did, and I'm not going to change my mind.
And I'm moving in with you as well. It's like all my dreams have come true at once.
Oh, Biv, don't go all poetic on
No,
me.
I might do. I might just burst into song right
Oh,
now.
no, spare me, please.
Okay.
Morning.
Good morning.
Oh, look at the pair of you. You're like Romeo and Juliet.
Steady on, Betty. You know what happened to them.
Sorry, Marlon, but we're going to have a happy ending.
My mobile will be switched off, but I should be back by lunchtime.
I don't know why you're going to the court in the first place. I mean, it's ghoulish.
I'm going to see justice done. And with respect, if you'd had any sense, you'd have pressed charges.
Mandy was trying to hit you, Eric, not me.
But that's beside the point, isn't it? You have to stand up to people like the Dingles. If they think you're weak, they'll trample all over you.
Look, the poor girl is in enough trouble already without me adding to it. I mean, she hit a police officer. The court aren't going to like that, are they?
No. They might like it one little bit.
Think Manny will get sent to prison?
She hit your mother. They'll probably deport her.
I think she's a right laugh. I hope she gets off with it.
Listen, madam. You're turning into a right delinquent. You get yourself drunk and now you're saying it's all right to go around hitting people. Is that what you really think?
Used to get deported for stealing sheep.
Wrong, clever clogs. Used to get hanged for stealing sheep. That's where the saying comes from.
Ollie, I asked you a question.
What saying?
Shut up, Mark.
Stress, I wish I'd have mentioned it.
Might as well be hung for as sheep as a lamb.
Oh, see. Mandy was already in trouble for hitting Mrs. Jones, so she thought, what the heck, and get my mum.
Big mistake. Where the Dingles are concerned, it's personal. Isn't that right, dear heart?
I warned them what would happen if they stepped out of line. She's going down, I'm telling you.
Assault on a police officer is a serious offence. The courts take a very dim view of it.
It weren't my fault. I was provoked.
Oh, I doubt we'll be able to prove that. My advice is this. You plead guilty and you show some contrition and then I'll mitigate on your behalf.
Will I get sent down?
Well, the offence carries a maximum sentence of 6 months imprisonment and/or a £5,000 fine. However, I don't think it'll come to that.
Well, they're not going to let me off, are they? Not when I've pleaded guilty.
They'll most likely ask for reports, and you'll probably have to come back in a few weeks for sentencing. If you do as I say, you might get away with a modest fine. But you must demonstrate to the court that you're sorry for what you've done.
Yeah, the boys are fine. What about you? I see. When are you coming back? I mean, you are coming back. Well, what am I supposed to think, Sarah?
Knackered. I was the one who's doing all the hard work.
Listen, I'm going to have to go. There's someone at the door. Yeah, I'll tell him. Bye.
What was that on the phone?
It was your mum. She sends you her love, both of you.
Is she all right?
Yeah, she's fine. Now, what do you want to drink? Orange squash?
When's she coming home?
A couple of days. Not long.
Well, does she know we're off school?
Look, instead of all these questions, why don't you do something useful? You know, get the biscuits out.
She won't get sent to prison, though, will she? But she can't.
Won't bank on it, Paddy. She hit a copper, remember?
Yeah, I know. She didn't mean it. Not really. I mean, you know that.
And she's a dingle. Our name's carved in furniture around here.
I don't know what I'd do without her. Hiya, Mandy.
Hiya.
You all right?
I've been better.
You're a friend of Miss Dingle's?
More than a friend.
Well, I've been trying to impress on her the importance of showing the right attitude. The bench is going to want to see some signs of remorse.
Well, you can do that, can't you?
What are you doing here? Coming to gloat?
I've come to see British justice in action. I'll throw them away.
I'll get you one way or another.
Does that constitute threatening behaviour?
I'll give you threatening behaviour!
No, Mandy, that's just what he wants.
Please, control yourself.
Miss Amanda Dingle.
Come on, it's time to go through.
Good luck, man.
You know, I feel awful blaming Mandy for the mayhem at the summer fair, especially after what happened to her.
I wouldn't feel too bad, Bernice. Mandy shouldn't have lost her temper.
If I hadn't said anything to her, perhaps she wouldn't have.
She was getting wound up all day, Bern. Don't blame yourself.
Oh, I should have stayed calm. An effective manager remains in control at all times.
You had every right to be angry. It was a rotten trick to play on you after all the hard work you put in.
You still support me even though it went wrong.
Of course I do. There'll have been kids messing about. Don't you reckon, Alan?
Yeah, possibly. Yes.
By the way, Bern, you had something to tell me at the fair, but you never got round to it.
Did I? Oh, I don't remember. Can't have been very important, can it?
Tricia, I'm afraid I've got rather an uncomfortable question to ask you.
What's that?
Did you cause Bernice's tent to collapse?
No, of course not. How could you say that, Grandad?
Well, you wanted your tent to be more successful than hers, didn't you?
Yeah, but I wouldn't do a thing like that. I wouldn't. You do believe me, don't you, Grandad?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Grandad, can I ask you something?
Yes, of course.
Why would you accept Eric's money for the pub?
Because the man's a crook, Tricia. He tried to cheat me out of the Woolpack a few years ago. He's not to be trusted.
Yeah, but I'd be the licensee.
But he's trying to use you, Tricia. Why else do you think he wants his involvement kept secret? I don't want to be cruel, my dear, but you've been very naive. You've shown that you're not ready to take the responsibility.
I could do it. I know I could.
In the future, possibly. You could learn from Bernice.
Do I feel my ears burning, Alan?
I was just about to tell Tricia that you could teach her a lot about managing a pub successfully.
Oh, that's kind of you, Alan.
Now, you're very good at your job, but there are one or two aspects of management that you're not familiar with yet. Like money. Sound financial planning is absolutely vital. Isn't that right, Bernice?
Definitely.
I don't fancy Mandy's chances. Not with Mary Bolden on the bench. She's from the old school.
Hard as nails. Shut up, Eric. Yeah, but I'll carry on when our Mandy left off.
You are Amanda Rose Dingle of Wishingwell Cottage, Emmerdale?
Yep.
And you're represented by Mr. Tucker?
Yep.
Are the prosecution and defence ready to proceed? Miss Dingle, you are charged that on Saturday, the 3rd of July, 1999, in the village of Emmerdale, you assaulted Police Sergeant Angela Reynolds, an officer acting in the execution of her duty. How do you plead? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Your Worship, might the defendant be seated?
Very well.
Are you satisfied, Pollard?
Miss Dingle, I won't tolerate that kind of behaviour in this court. Sit down and be quiet.
Morning, Tricia.
I don't think I want to talk to you.
Why not?
You told Mandy about Eric Pollard putting up the money for the pub.
Yeah, you should be thanking me, not blaming me.
What do you mean?
You don't want to get mixed up with Pollard. He's poison.
You sound just like Grandad.
Yeah, and when it comes to Pollard, Big Al's dead right.
But I had my heart set on owning the Woolpack.
Tricia, you got loads of time. If Bernice gets the pub, you still got a job. Hey, you've always got my shoulder to cry on.
No offence, Terry, but at the moment, that don't make me feel any better.
Hello, Bernice.
Morning, Ashley.
Bernice, I was wondering, have you told Gavin yet about the loan?
Oh, no, not yet, no.
Don't you think you should?
I can't, Ashley. I just can't. Break my Gavin's heart.
The longer you leave it, the worse it'll be. Do you want my help?
No, it's all right, Ashley. I'll do it. This afternoon when he gets back.
Okay.
Your Worship, it was the end of a long day. People had been drinking, tempers were getting frayed. It was my client's misfortune to be in the wrong place when the situation got out of hand. She deeply regrets what took place.
It was his fault, Pollard. He started it.
Miss Dingle, I've already warned you about your behaviour. May I remind you, you've pleaded guilty to assaulting a police officer. It's a serious charge.
She should have stayed out of it.
Are you suggesting Sergeant Reynolds should have failed to do her duty?
She has got it in for my family. She's such a cow. Ever since she moved in next door, she's been trying to nick us just because we're Dingles. And you lot are just as bad.
Would you like to be charged with contempt? Mr. Tucker, do you have anything to add?
No, Your Worship.
Very well. In this case, I see no need for reports. The attack was unprovoked, and an immediate sentence is called for. You'll go to prison for 3 months. Take her down.
No, you can't. You can't do that! Get off! Get off me!
A results.
Can't believe that's just happened. If you're going to marry into this family, Paddy, you're going to have to get used to it. 3 months. Are you proud of yourself?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I am.
That man, he was right, wasn't you? You're out to get us, aren't you?
Carry on behaving like low-life, law-breaking scum, and I'll put you away one by one. Go on, take a pop. I can have 2 Dingles in a day.
Go on. Get lost and leave us alone.
So, what do you think about Biff and Kathy Graham?
I'm really pleased for them.
Yeah, took me ages to get them two together. Nearly ran out of errors.
You are?
Cupid, errors.
You weren't the only one telling me to marry Biff, so was Graham. But it was my decision, all right, so could you please get back into the kitchen now?
Okay. But I want to word with you later about the reception. I've got a few ideas about the catering.
I haven't even begun to think about the wedding.
You should. It won't plan itself.
He's right, you know, love. I've been thinking about frocks.
Oh, you have?
I can't decide between white and cream. Mind you, I think you'd look lovely in either. What do you think?
I tell you what, Betty, when it gets a bit quieter, we'll sit down and you can run your ideas past me.
I'd like that.
I thought you might.
You want me to do what? Well, yes, of course I can, but... Hello? Charming. That was your father.
I thought it must be.
He's having to go into Hot Market tomorrow and won't be able to give you a lift home.
I'll have to get the bus then.
That's what he rang to say. He wants me to put you on the 5:10, bloomin' cheek. Is he always like this? Or did I catch him on a good day?
Where's Andy?
Gone to get the trails from the top field.
Ah, I see. You have been pulling your weight today, haven't you, Robert?
Of course I have.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. Because quite honestly, I've not been too impressed with your attitude.
I told you, Dad, I wanted to go to school today.
You know, you used to love helping on the farm.
Yeah, when I was a little kid.
Yeah, but when I was your age, I was doing a man's work.
So you went to bunk off school all the time?
No, I didn't say that. But the farm is your future, Robert.
It's not much of one, is it?
Yeah, but no one's saying farming's easy, son. It's not such a bad life. I've worked like hell to get something worthwhile to pass on to you.
Okay. Sorry I spoke.
No. I'm glad you've called in, Graham. We can fix a time when we can go over the accounts for the summer fair. Let me see now. Perhaps, yeah, sometime early next week?
Sure.
I thought the organisation was first class, by the way. You ought to be proud of yourself.
Shame about the brawl.
Oh, it didn't overshadow the good news of the day. Kathy accepting Biff's proposal.
I've been telling her they were right for one another.
Oh, so you had a hand in persuading her to say yes?
I did my bit.
Are you all right, Graham? You seem rather distracted.
I'm sorry. To tell you the truth, yesterday wasn't very easy for me.
Why don't you sit down and tell me about it?
I kept thinking about Rachel. She used to love days like that, village events.
Yes, she did.
I'm happy for Kathy and Biff, I really am. But it's made me realise how much I've lost. Does that sound really selfish?
Oh, of course not.
If she'd been alive, we could have had a joint wedding.
Don't punish yourself, Graham. Rachel wouldn't have wanted that.
I know. But as long as I stay here, I'll never forget the pain of losing her. I don't think my future lies here anymore, not without Rachel.
But you've become a valued member of the community. The summer fair proved that.
Perhaps it did. But I just don't think it's enough to keep me here.
Just look at them two. I've seen more life in a pair of bookends.
Oh, poor Paddy. He must be heartbroken.
Well, what do you expect if you get involved with a dingle?
Well, it would seem that Mandy was in part author of her own downfall. She behaved very badly in court, apparently.
I rest my case.
Dingles have feelings too, you know, Viv. Including Butch. I was hoping to see him stepping out with young Emily now.
Oh, don't talk to me about Emily.
What's she done?
Well, it's not so much her, it's her father. He rang me today and started bussing me about.
Oh, dear, that's no way to behave, is it, Viv?
He told me he was going to Houghton Market tomorrow and that I was to make sure she caught the 5:10 bus. No, please, no thank you. Just do it. Same again, Alan.
So, that means her father won't be home till late tomorrow, then?
Apparently.
Gavin, you know I'd never lie to you.
What?
Not willingly. Not unless there was a good reason.
What are you trying to say, mate?
Oh, I've been so stupid. But I love you, Gavin, and I don't want to lose you.
I think we ought to go out the back. Alan, can you spare us a few minutes, please?
Yes.
Sorry, Gavin. I didn't want to make a scene.
No, it was only me saw you upset. Come on then, Venice. What's bothering you?
I know how much buying this pub means to you, but the fact is I can't get a loan.
This place is our future. If you can't get along, where does that leave
It's
us?
because of my ex-husband, his debts. It's not fair, but it's the way it is. You must hate me.
No, I don't hate you.
But you're disappointed.
Oh, of course I am. How long have you known?
A few days. I couldn't bring myself to tell you. If you want to leave me, I'll understand.
Now, why would I want to do a thing like that? Come here.
I feel like I've let you down. You're right. I've ruined our future together.
No, you haven't. We'll get over it. You'll see.
Fancy a game of football after?
No. Go on, Robert. I'll do the washing up.
I'm knackered. I'm going to have a bath and get my stuff ready for school tomorrow.
Yeah, well, there's no need. You won't be going to school.
Great. Dad.
I need you here with me, both of you, all week.
It's not fair.
I won't have any arguments, Robert. You'll do as you're told.
Mum won't let you keep us at home if she was here.
Well, she isn't here, is she? So you'll have to lump it. Robert! Robert!
I'll be off, Butch.
Hello, love. How are you feeling?
Lousy.
Oh, You've had wrong luck just lately, haven't you? I'm sorry to hear about Mandy. And I'm right sorry to hear that things didn't work out between you and Emily.
Betty, there's no point in going on about it. Because now it's going to happen. Is it?
Stella, I'm glad you came in. I wanted to apologise for what happened at the summer fair.
Oh, it wasn't your fault, Bernice.
I know, but I feel responsible. Mandy was representing the Woolpack.
Yeah, well, if Eric had minded his own business, none of it would have happened. I just want to forget all about it.
Oh, that's very generous of you, Stella. Thanks. Same again, Ian.
Hey, don't let it get you down, Stella. You were just in the wrong place at the wrong time. It wasn't personal.
Yeah, but I just wanted to be part of things, you know. Part of the village. Look what happened.
I know how you feel. You're a newcomer like me. Just takes time to be accepted.
Yeah, but I don't want people to like me just for my money. I want people to like me for who I am.
How could anybody not like you? I think you've got more friends than you realise.
Do you really think so?
And you've got a lovely smile. Now, what would you like? It's on the house.
Oh, I'll have a gin and tonic, please.
A pint of bitter and a pint of lager, please, Alan.
I'll get these, Alan.
There's no need, Viv, really.
I insist. It's about time someone stood up to the Dingles. You deserve a medal.
How are you feeling?
I'm fine. Thanks for being so understanding.
It's okay.
Well, I suppose now that I've told you, I'll have to sit down and have a chat with Alan, tell him the deal's off.
No, I wouldn't say anything just yet if I were you.
But we can't get the money, Gavin.
We can't get the loan. We might still be able to get our hands on the money somehow.
How?
I don't know. Not yet. But give ourselves a couple of days. It can't hurt, can it?
Well, all right, but I don't want to string Alan along. That wouldn't be fair.
We won't. Just leave it with me. I'll think of something.
Thank you.
Yeah.
If we'll be back in a minute. We're going to go out for a drink. Why don't you join us?
No, thanks, Kathy. I came because there's something I need to tell you.
Yeah?
I need to draw a line under my past. Get on with my life.
I thought that's what the fair was all about. Being involved, looking to the future.
No, that's exactly what I have been doing. It was a good day. I spent a lot of time thinking about Rachel. Happy memories. But now it's time to move on.
So what do you say?
I've decided to leave the village.
But why? What for?
It's for the best, Kathy. Believe me.